Hey guys, this is Bronwyn from A Certain Bent Appeal. I'm back with another video review. So the book is Because I've Loved and Hidden It. Do not be fooled by this rather washed out cover. It's by Elise Moser. It was published by Cormorant in 2009 in this original trade paperback format with these nice French flaps. It didn't make much of a splash when it came out, which is unfortunate. I got it a few months ago and from Cormorant, which I should probably mention. And I was like, oh, I'll put it off. I'm not so what is this book really about? And I picked it up and I'm so glad I did. So it's about this 40-year-old woman named Julia, and Julia's lived in Montreal her entire life. And when the book opens, she is not only missing her married lover, Nicholas, who has potentially gone missing in Morocco. We don't know whether he just doesn't want to talk to her anymore or whether something genuinely has gone wrong. And Julia is also going to her mother's funeral. Her mother and her have been estranged for many years. When I started reading this book, I was a little nervous. I thought this was just going to be a novel about a cranky older woman who hated her mother, and I just not up for that so much. But as you read more of the book, you really get a sense of what happened to this family, what the dynamic was like. The description of the mother-daughter relationship is really poignant here, not just because they're estranged, but just because of how certain accidents and disappointments in life can color something without you even knowing it, and kind of not finding out until it's too late. I'm sorry, I just looked over there because my dog is walking around. So I want to read you a little part of Julia talking about her mother. Now she wonders, sobbing, whether her mother was angry at her too. Or was Carol angry with Julia for not being able to get past the snarl of bitterness that made Carol so difficult, that dammed up the love with which she should have been able to nourish Julia. Julia didn't know Carol had to swallow over that sharp knot in her throat with every swallow, breathe past it with every breath. If only Carol could have untied the knot, opened the channel, and let her love for Julia flow, soothing her wounds on the way out. Oh, the prose is just so beautiful. It doesn't end at this. This is just one part, people. There is like 248 pages of this gorgeousness. I also really liked in this book how it was about a woman who is a little bit older. The woman isn't married, she doesn't have kids, she isn't attached to her immediate family. Instead, she has this sort of ad hoc but very modern family. She's close with her uncle and her uncle's second wife. She has a gay best friend who lives in Halifax. She has a couple girlfriends. She has this married lover. What else? The relationships in this book are wonderful. It starts out with this Nicholas, her married lover, and Julia, but there's a surprise relationship at the end, which is beautiful. I think what I really liked is the way that Elise Moser makes the domestics so poignant. She's so good at description. She has these beautiful descriptions of people eating together, and when they're unhappy, they're eating like chicken and potatoes that are very dry and horrible, and when they're happy, they're eating fresh herbs and tomatoes and bread and enjoying things and having a good glass of wine. I want to read you another part. Behind her eyes, Julie's mind begins to stir, like a mouse sniffing behind wainscoting. It is strange and yet ordinary sensation, this coming to consciousness. At the moment that she becomes aware of being awake, she has the unhappy suspicion that it is not yet morning. She looks around, follows with her eyes the bars of light coming in from the street, dividing the walls and ceiling. Upon waking, usually she thinks of Nicholas first, but tonight Deepa comes to her mind. The color of the wine in the glass like young straw, with rings of sunlight playing in it. So I really recommend this book. If you loved February, I think that's a pretty good comp, then you must read this book. It is fantastic. You will read it in a day, like me. I really hope you'll love it. If you don't, please come back to this blog and tell me exactly what is wrong with this book so that I can tear you apart. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so that's Because I've Loved and Hidden It by Elise Moser. All right, peace out.